Okay, here we are. Joe Diamidi, Telemon Bron. We're in the Utopia Cinema in Toulouse. Just saw an excellent film, by the way. And I'm speaking here with Asma, who actually turned us on to the film. We walked in, and her beautiful face, her smiling face, she said, I would see the film, I really loved it. And the thing that drew me was that she had worked for the UN in diplomacy. And then she said she was Palestinian. And I said, I hope she's still there after the movie. I'd love to do an interview. Asma, good evening.
Good evening.
So tell me, you said you worked for the UN, you worked in Palestine, you lived in Palestine, grew up in Palestine, and how did you get into diplomacy?
Being Palestinian, this is, I think, most Palestinians, either we do politics, either we do, we live, we were born to act. Because, I know.
Born to act, perfect. No, go on.
We have to act or to do something about what's going on. We are in war, and we don't believe in, how to say that, in something to come and help us. So we have to do something. So doing something is doing politics. You also, if you are Palestinian, you are born being activist.
Yes.
Because of the situation you are living in, so that's...
Okay, Asma, so, and if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Asma?
35.
35, so you were born into a country at war, and you grew up in a country at war, and obviously you tried to help that country through diplomacy, and what happened in that path of helping?
I started working in Gaza, helping refugees. I was working with UNRWA, it's United Nations Relief and Work Agency. So by doing this, I thought, okay, they are here to help us, and they are to give education and health support. But then I started to understand a little bit how it goes on. And working with United Nations, then I thought, no, I should do something else. I should do journalism as well. I have to write down everything that happens there, and send it outside. I mean, to Europe. So I was working with Spanish International Agency, EFE, and that's how I basculé. I changed made the change from diplomacy then to journalism. Then I came here to Europe, and I said, okay, I have to start studying politics. So I can go back to politics. So I did my master in international relations in UEP, Institut Politique de Toulouse. Then I start to say, okay, I have to go back working with the United Nations to change things, because I believed in changing things through humanitarian or international organizations. So that's how come I went to New York and worked with United Nations and diplomacy.
And did you find was it fulfilling? And what happened as you got deeper into the UN and its workings? What happened, Asma?
Actually, as a Palestinian, when I saw that, I said, "Oh my God, nothing is happening. They are not going. I don't know if you noticed regarding the news. Each time Palestinian people they aim to have something like a decision from United Nations, like, okay, here you have a war crime. You went there and you saw that it's a war crime. What's happening there in Gaza, for example? And we can't do anything. We can't. If each time there's veto, they don't do anything like sanctions against Israel politics. So that's why I started to like, okay, I'm frustrated. I'm not seeing any changement. Also, the atmosphere, the work atmosphere, like we are in a jungle and we have to be the best always. It's like, this American dream or something like that. That you have to be the best. You have to do the best. I'm not here to be the best. I'm here really to do my job and help to change things politically. That's why I felt frustrated. Then I say, okay, laisse tomber.
Yes.
I
You let it go. You let it go.
I let go the politics and it's deceiving always and always. No, it's no.
Yes.
I don't believe anymore in politics.
Yes, you said off camera. Yeah, you said the politics became more about being politically, look like you're active, but on the ground, it's not really helping people. That's what you said a little bit off camera. Is that a correct statement?
It's about manipulation, about ego. Like it's personal ego. It's they can do things, but they don't want because it's about economics. It's about benefits, and it's not about people anymore, about human beings anymore.
Right. And so what do you feel is the way forward for Palestine in a quick closing statement? I mean, Palestine is still at war. I assume you still have family there. And, of course, you hope for a better future for Palestine. But what is the way forward?
Forward? You mean...
forward into a future for Palestine, for Palestinians, like yourself who grew up in a war country.
It turns to personal resistance. It means that my grandmother told my mother's story. My mother told me the story, so I'm going to tell it to my kids. I mean, it's like that. The Palestinian resistance, it remains individuals or being a refugee, for example. Okay, I have the French nationality today, but I can't enter Palestine, even if I have the nationality, because in my passport, French passport, it's born in Gaza. And born in Gaza, this makes problem. So I can't go in Palestine. You see, this is a problem. So this is a kind of resistance also. I exist. I do exist. Even they try to say, okay, you don't have any country. Don't have. Yes, I had a country, and it's been colonized, and still colonized by the Israeli army. I can't go to Jerusalem like any, a Jewish from Russia. He can go anytime he wants. Or this injustice. It has to stay. It has to remain. It has to pass for the next generations. So
we have to keep it alive. You keep it alive through the stories. And so you're a refugee from your own country.
Yeah, exactly. I am. In 1948, when the Israeli came to Palestine, we had this card from United Nations that define us as a refugee. So I still have this card. So I don't have a nationality, actually. I don't have like a passport with Palestinian nationality. I have a document de voyage. Yes. Like for people from Gaza, it's Egyptian document de voyage. For Cisjordanie, the West Bank, they have a Jordanian document de voyage. For the refugee camps in Syria, they have Syrian document de voyage. But with this, you don't have future, actually. I was very lucky to go out from Gaza.
Wow, Asma, that's some story. And here you are selling tickets and working for Utopia movie theater, bring joy to my life tonight and to my friend Ben here. And your lovely smile says you have faith and hope for the future.
Yeah, exactly.
And for your brothers and sisters in Gaza?
Sure. And actually the cinema, this is what I believe in, cinema and art and culture. This is the way we resist, actually. This is the way we touch the public. It's not being in an office behind, like United Nations director or commission manager. No, it's not like that. It's really to be contact with people, to talk with them like we did tonight, and telling them the stories.
And that's what it's all about, is telling those stories and keeping them alive with books and cinema. Thank you very much, Asma, for a lovely interview and for making our night in Toulouse great. Yes. And can you say goodbye to everybody out there?
Bye-bye, مع السلامة.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Thank you, everybody. Joe signing off. Telly Montbron, Toulouse, Utopia Movie Theater.